Welcome back to GreyWolf TV. We are continuing with the X-Files. We're on to episode 15 of season 3. Just a quick heads up, I have noticed in the title for this one, it does appear it's going to be another 2-part episode. So we're just going to do the one for now. The next episode, if it is indeed a 2-part one, will be in 2 or 3 days. It's not too long to wait, hopefully. But I like to go in knowing I'm not going to get a resolution at the end, so I've started to notice whenever they put this at the end of the episodes now, that's pretty much what it means. Right, let's just go straight in, find out exactly what this is about. The fact it's 2 parts tells me it's probably going to be to do with the main storyline. So let's go, episode 15.
Check.
All French.
Oxygène à bâbord, 20.8.
20.8, check, set.
Bon, vous êtes prêts pour le dôme?
Don't know what the salvage in, but...
Oui, c'est bien. 270 mètres. Après 3 mois qu'on trouve l'aiguille dans une botte de foin.
What are you actually looking for? A down submarine or a plane or what? Well, we gotta see one of the squadron supply.
On l'a perdu.
C'est une autre fréquence. Gauthier.
Kind of banging. There shouldn't be anyone alive in it. No. What the fuck was that? Oh, not human anymore. What the shit? That was a cool effect. I like that.
Il y avait plus de contact, rien.
You're not going to say anything?
T'es sûr?
Oui. Aidez-moi donc à sortir de ce truc.
Oh. It's in you, innit?
A memo came across my desk last night. I debated whether or not to call you at home, but I decided to.
And it concerns me?
Yes. And your sister. It's been 5 months and there have been no new leads or evidence in her murder investigation. I've been told the case is to be made inactive until further notice.
Charming.
I want you to know, though, that I am going to appeal this decision, and I'm going to go back over all the evidence again myself to make sure that nothing has been overlooked.
Men can blow up buildings, and they can be nowhere near the crime scene, but we can piece together the evidence and convict them beyond a doubt.
True.
But in the case of a woman, my sister,
Who didn't matter.
who was gunned down in cold blood in a well-lit apartment building by a shooter who left the weapon at the crime scene.
And you've got
We
nothing.
can't even put together enough to keep anybody interested.
A French salvage ship, the Piper Maru, limped into port in San Diego yesterday, all the way from the North Pacific.
Longitude 171 east, latitude 42 north.
Yeah, that's where the boat
That's
we
the
know
one.
as the Talipus pulled up, which you believe was a Russian sub, and what I believe was the remains of a UFO, too.
Right.
So
It's
what?
the same
So why all
coordinates.
the attention paid to this site? What information are they acting
Why
on?
don't you just ask them?
I would, but the entire crew is being treated for radiation burns.
These symptoms, would you characterize them as acute or somatic?
She's a doctor.
I'm a medical doctor.
They're somatic. Although I don't think we've seen the worst of it. Maybe 400 Roentgens with a high rate of absorption.
That's verging on the levels the victims of Hiroshima suffered.
Whatever these men came in contact with, it was man-made.
Hey, this is Mulder and Scully, FBI.
I'm Wayne Morgan. I'm with the Navy's Investigative Services Unit.
Have you turned anything up?
No, nothing, but I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to be looking for.
And notice, whoever it was he saw down there, they didn't come back up, did they? Where did they go? It's covered in it. You could have got the footage off from while he was down there, not just the telemetry that was sent back,
Yeah.
which they lost.
Is this the way you found this room?
Nothing's been touched. Not since she's been tied up here anyway.
Yeah, this just goes out. All just goes blank.
What the hell is that?
Looks like the fuselage of a plane.
Aye.
It's a North American P-51 Mustang.
There you go. Jesus, Scully.
Sure is.
Check her out.
Very turned on.
It's the shape of the canopy. I used to watch my father and brothers put together World War II model planes as a kid.
Why didn't you call me? There were these men here from the consulate. They said there'd been an accident.
You don't see there's something wrong with your husband?
Why aren't you answering me?
Because it's not him. Ah, shit. Yeah, that would freak anyone out. Oh my god. Can transfer bodies. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, he's still alive, sort of. Shit. What is this? Looks like oil.
I was on the boat.
The Piper Maru? That's the last thing you remember?
Yes.
Yeah, no memory.
What's going on
I
here?
want you to try to remain calm, okay? And I'd like to ask you a few questions about a letter.
This is
Letter
peculiar.
to J. Kalinchuk Salvage Brokers.
What are you looking for?
I don't recognize that name.
My memory isn't quite what it used to be. Richard doesn't live here anymore.
Actually, sir, I came to see you.
Oh.
I know that you were an officer in the Pacific Theater during World War II.
No. But as I said, sometimes my memory is not so sharp.
Well, would you know anybody I might be able to talk to? Someone who might be able to give me that information?
I wish I could help you.
I wish you could, too.
Yeah, I'm looking for Mr. Kalinchuk.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kalinchuk's out of town. Perhaps I could help you with something?
Maybe you can tell me where I can find him.
Sure. The Far East.
Bloody hell.
A letter here typed on his
Have that
stationery.
prepared? Oh, shit.
Maybe you typed it for him?
Sorry, I don't type.
Well, why don't you just have him call me as soon as he can?
Sure. The FBI.
Agent Scully, would you step out of the car, please?
Why?
Just turn off the engine and step out of the car, please.
He
What's
knows.
this about?
You're being detained.
Yeah.
Pull over there.
Thanks for lying.
There's something else, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
We bury our dead alive.
You know something about that plane, don't you?
I know. Because I was sent to find it.
Oh.
As an officer in a submarine called the Zeus Faber.
That P-51 Mustang was part of an escort for a B-29 carrying an atomic bomb.
Why, if they knew about it, why wait 50 years to try to recover it? And why was the only person not exposed the diver who was sent down to find it?
I don't know.
Yeah, none of that makes sense.
Who are you guys?
We work for the intelligence community.
Really?
Remind me not to move there.
That would be the NSA now, wouldn't it?
You take your orders like those below you, Mr. Skinner. A case is made inactive, the death of an FBI agent's sister. Maybe that's because those above you have done the hard work of arriving at that decision.
It's about that.
That's me. The rest of the men in the picture, a month later, they were all dead. The madness we planned to
Why not
unleash on
you?
the Japanese. We'd found the sunken squadron when a Japanese destroyer moved into the area. After 3 days, the burns started to appear. Baker got them first, then Vorse and Innocenti. As the XO, I urged the captain to return to port, but against all reason and good sense, he refused to leave the area.
These men are all dying, and there's nothing I can do to stop it.
No, not down there.
Just do your damn job.
Sir, I'm trying. But if we stay down here any longer, none of us are going home.
We're dying! Can't you all see that? You've got to get us out of here!
The only command that could save us from the Japanese destroyer now was a command to return home.
Dude, I heard that.
I knew the captain would never issue.
Johansson!
But I also knew, by sealing that door,
killing him,
I was sealing the fate of the men locked behind it.
Oh, no. Oh, that's why he wouldn't leave.
By luck, the grace of God, we made it to Pearl Harbor. Whatever killed them, I was allowed to live, to raise a family, to grow old.
How?
None of us ever got an explanation why.
Of course.
Must be good money selling classified government secrets.
It's a bull market, hun, and I'm Miss Popular. Let's make a deal.
Why'd you run off to Hong Kong?
To meet with a buyer.
To sell him what?
Pardon your gender type.
Oh, your buyer's a woman.
This is Hong Kong, Mr. Mulder. They don't allow handguns here. They took yours away at the airport.
You're violating my civil rights.
What do you think you're doing?
You committed treason.
Yeah.
You can't force me to do anything.
That's the death penalty, what you're doing. Unbelievable.
Krycek.
What?
But guns were against the law here.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. When guns are outlawed.
Especially since she seems to be moving those secrets you're selling so well.
It's been him, hasn't it?
Looks like she's your partner now.
This is getting complicated. There's a lot going on here. Oh! What the fuck? She's turned into a ball of light. What the fuck? Oh.
No, you'll have to deal with the phone company.
You deal with them. I want my money.
Is there a problem here?
Yeah, there is a big problem.
I said something wasn't right. Oh my god. Oh, Frank.
Skinner's just been shot.
Yeah.
When?
Just now.
About an hour ago. He's been taken to Northeast Georgetown.
I'm on my way.
Gotcha. Take him back. Yeah.
This is for my father.
I didn't kill your father.
You can't kill him in there. It's an airport.
It wasn't me. Oh, yeah? Then who was it?
Who do you think?
Either way, Krycek, you're a liar. The tape contains the secrets you were selling, as well as everything else our government knows about the existence of extraterrestrial life.
How could I sell anything? The tape was encrypted.
Obviously, you found a way.
I don't have it. I'll give it to you if you let me go.
No.
Where is it?
DC. In the locker.
He's bowing down.
You put that tape in my hands and we'll talk about it.
Personally.
Why don't you go to the bathroom and clean yourself off?
I'm afraid I'd be going in there with him. Oh no! Oh, Mulder should have gone in there with him. Fuck, that's a mistake. Now what the hell's going to happen here?
They had her? Like a new man.
Well, that's just perfect. Okay, episode 15 of The X-Files. That was an incredibly complicated episode. There's a lot going on here. So, we have an alien that can turn into a ball of light and emanate radiation, which explains quite a lot about the radiation that all these men have been suffering from. The old guy who said he went on that mission to recover the submarine because it was a nuclear warhead, I don't think it was a nuclear warhead, it was the UFO with that thing in it, and that's what happened because we saw with the flashback, the black and white flashback, which was nice, that it was in the captain. It's why he wouldn't leave. And that woman was selling... Let me get this right. Krycek was having that woman send this French salvage team down there. But why was he doing that? There's a lot I don't understand yet. Now, as regards Skinner, those men came to tell him to basically don't ask any more questions, know your place. You may be an assistant director, but there's a lot more above you. And to let it go with the case about Scully's sister, which is to do with Krycek, which is to do with Cancer Man and all of it, right? But I think the guy who has just shot him, I don't think he's anything to do with it. I think it's just some random dickhead, excuse my French, in the bar. Or he's been paid to do it, maybe, so that it's not completely linked. I have no idea. But now Skinner's been shot. And Mulder's on his way back with who he thinks is Krycek, but at the moment now it isn't. And he's no way of knowing that yet. This thing can just transfer from host to host to host, and the one that it leaves loses its memory and gets covered in that oil goop thing. This is about keeping it hidden. Absolutely. Don't think that old guy on that mission had any clue, or any of them on board. Like he said, only 7 of them survived out of 140 odd of them. Had any idea why they were down there. Their lives were just sacrificed, as they always are. There's going to be a lot of explanation required for the second part of this episode, but that was great. And that is the first time we've had well, no, not absolute proof, but the first time we've had something that's not just that looks like an alien, that's a dead body or recovered from a crash ship or anything like that. Whatever this thing is, with that trick it does with the eyes, that's really cool. I like that. But that's the first time we've had something that shows its capabilities. It can emanate radiation. I mean, I don't know what form of radiation, but I'm presuming it's something similar to nuclear radiation, so it's a plutonium isotope or something. I don't know. We don't have any specifics. Guess we'll have to wait till part 2, which I will be back with in a few days' time, because I want to know the resolution to that as quickly as possible. So stick around for part 2, which will be, it's usually 3 days apart because we do 2 episodes a week, I'm sure you're aware of by now. If you do want to watch it in full length, just check link in the description and you can head over to Patreon and watch it in full length over there. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, guys, I would very much appreciate it if you do me a quick favour, give the video a thumbs up, hit that sub button, and I will see you for episode 16 next. Till then, we'll just have to wait and try and figure out what the hell exactly is going on here. But the one thing I will say is we've never had a situation where Mulder is travelling with someone who he thinks he knows who they are, and they are actually not who that person is at the moment, and he wants that tape back from him, and that thing's going to have no knowledge or understanding as to what he wants from him, and we don't know what it wants from him either. See you for the next episode. Take care.